Filament cutter lever, replacement guide for the X2D. Always power off and disconnect power before maintenance. Remove the old filament cutter lever assembly. Step 1. Remove the tool head cover. Open the printhead front cover. Press the connector latch and gently pull it perpendicular to the connector to unplug the cable. Then remove the front cover. Use an H1.5 Allen key to remove the 4 screws on each side of the tool head rear cover. Gently wiggle the tool head rear cover to loosen the locking tabs. Avoid excessive force to prevent tab breakage. Then remove the tool head rear cover. Now, press the pneumatic coupler and pull the PTFE tube straight out. Then, slide the flow blocker lever to the right to expose the pneumatic coupler on the right extruder. Use a wrench to loosen the pneumatic coupler by turning it counterclockwise. Then, remove the PTFE tube. Now, remove the tool head mid-housing by unscrewing the 4 screws located on the sides. Gently slide the housing off the tool head. Step 2. Remove the left filament cutter lever assembly. Use your H1.5 hex key to unscrew the single screw located behind the round rod of the cutter. Once loosened, carefully remove the extruder filament sensor magnet and its spring. Next, use the H1.5 hex key again to unscrew the single screw on the side of the square rod. Gently pull the lever outward to disengage it from the pivot point. Then, pull the lever forward to completely remove it from the tool head. Step 3. Remove the right filament cutter lever assembly. Use your H1.5 hex key to unscrew the single screw located behind the round rod of the cutter. Once loosened, carefully remove the extruder filament sensor magnet and its spring. Next, use the H1.5 hex key again to unscrew the single screw on the side of the square rod. Then, pull the lever forward to completely remove it from the tool head. Step 4. Separate the left and right filament cutter lever assemblies. We need to separate the rods. Use your hex key to remove the top screw from both the left and right filament cutter levers. This screw anchors the round rod. Once it's removed, you can safely pull the round rod away from the square rod to disassemble the unit. Install the new filament cutter lever assembly. Now, assemble the left and right filament cutter lever assemblies. Position the components as shown, sliding the square rod into the corresponding slot on the round rod. Ensure they are properly nested together before moving to the next step. Use the H1.5 hex key to fasten the single screw on the left filament cutter lever. Next, repeat this process for the right filament cutter lever. Align the components as shown. Use your hex key to tighten the fixing screw until the assembly is fully secured. Step 2. Install the left filament cutter lever assembly. Push the lever handle fully forward, aligning the round rod with the pulley assembly hole and the square rod with the central mounting pivot hole. Ensure the flat side of a square rod faces outward, and that the handle is seated correctly within the open notch. Use your hex key to secure the lever with the remaining screw. Next, slide the spring onto the round rod, followed by the filament sensor magnet. Crucial note: the magnet must face toward the tool head, with the magnet end pointing downward. Hold the magnet in place by hand and use your H1.5 hex key to secure the final screw behind the round rod. Step 3. Install the right filament cutter lever assembly. Push the lever handle fully forward, aligning the round rod with the pulley assembly hole and the square rod with the central mounting pivot hole. Use an H1.5 hex key to tighten the screw on the side of the square rod. Slide the spring onto the round rod, followed by the filament sensor magnet, and use your H1.5 hex key to secure the final screw behind the round rod. Step 4. Install the tool head shell. Install the tool head mid-housing. Align the notch on the housing with the cable chain bracket and press it forward. Take care to avoid the tool head camera on the right side, ensuring the housing clicks into place without obstructing the lens or pinching any internal cables. Then, install the PTFE tube for the auxiliary extruder onto the pneumatic coupler. Use the wrench to tighten the coupler clockwise, securing the right side tube into place. Next, push the flow blocker lever to the left. Finally, insert the left PTFE tube into the left coupler. Gently pull the tube to verify it is properly seated and locked. Now, Proceed to tighten the 4 screws on the tool head mid-housing to secure the frame. Then, install the tool head rear cover. Align it with the assembly and press firmly, ensuring all locking tabs are properly engaged. Once seated, secure the 4 screws on the sides. Install the tool head front cover assembly. Take the connector extending from the extruder connection board and plug it into the port located on the tool head front cover. Organize the cables neatly within the housing, then close the cover, adjust until the magnets snap into place.